Hi, my name is Sherry, and welcome to my podcast, Sylvr Tea. And this podcast is about the top 5 sustainable foods I eat. And the reason I want to talk about these foods and why I eat them is because they are an assistant for the medicine I take after surviving breast cancer and going through my chemo treatment and my radiation. And so these are some of the foods that I eat to help with assisting the medication. And I try to avoid certain foods because it can actually interfere with your body absorbing the medicine to work for you. So we should have a certain amount of dairy, a certain amount of fiber, a certain amount of carbs in our body, and we should really make sure we have protein and dairy in our diet because of our bones, because we are taking this medicine, and this medicine is actually stopping us from making estrogen, and we need estrogen to have healthy bones. So do you make sure you get your dairy in there, you make sure you get your protein in there, because those things are great for healing the body, and it's also great for your immune system, because we know that our immune systems are now jeopardized and weakened from this medication and even from taking the chemotherapy. So let me start with the first number five. Number five is lettuce. Now I try to have lettuce or something in the line of vegetables every day. My mom always says to me, eat something green every day. So I try. But I find lettuce easy and versatile because I cut lettuce up, I put it in a little bowl or a bag or something, and I'll stick it in the refrigerator. And throughout the day, I'll just reach in there and get some. Make a little salad. I use it as a topping. I I do a lot of different things with salad. I sometimes even think about it. I can make a tuna salad, or I make an egg salad, or I make a chicken salad. The lettuce is already chopped up and ready to go in the refrigerator. So I really do like lettuce, and lettuce is also a good carb for you to. It's a low healthy carb that you can choose to have as a part of your low carb eating, because there's so much of it. Let me tell you, I eat about 30 carbs a day. I measure everything most of the time. When I don't measure is when I don't want to know I'm being bad. So, but most of the time I'm measuring, weighing, counting, whatever goes in my body. So lettuce is number five. Number four is eggs. I like eggs is because I think eggs are versatile, just like the lettuce, and they're very good, easy grab and go snacks. If you want to run out the door, you're looking for a quick meal, something you can throw a little seasoning on there and just eat it, and or you can scramble it, and put some cheese on it. Eggs is versatile. I really like eggs. You can slice it up and put it in your salad. I make about 10 eggs every 5 to 7 days, or even longer, maybe 5 to 8 days. I might make about 10 eggs because I eat about 1 to 2 eggs a day. And I don't always just eat a egg, a boiled egg. Most of the time it's boiled. I don't scramble that much because sometimes I'm looking for the quick, easy meal. Right now, we in the middle of summer in Pennsylvania, and whew, is it hot? So it's very hot right now. So I'm not looking to stand over a stove and cook, and I can't see that. Not right now because I'm just so hot, and then I just don't. Sometimes I just don't feel like eating. So I want something easy. I want something fast, and so eggs are there. So I'll grab an egg and I'll smash it up and make an egg salad. Sprinkle a little bit of onion. Now I like onions in my egg salad because I love the crunch. I dice up those onions, chop those babies up, and I will put them in my egg salad. Sprinkle a little seasoning like some cumin and just a little bit of salt, because you don't need a lot of salt with an egg. When you're making an egg salad, or it's because it's the egg, the yolk is already kind of making it salty, so you don't really need that much salt. So I'll smash up an egg, and I'll put it either on like a bed of lettuce, or I just eat it by itself. It's wonderful. Now I like to boil my eggs in my instant pot. I follow this YouTuber. I think it's Tried and True. She showed me how to boil eggs in an instant pot. Let me tell you, when you crack that egg open, it's not even you got to crack it. You just pop it, and the whole shell is falling off just like that. I use this technique that I will put her website down below. I've this was when did I a couple of years a year or so ago when I saw her video on how to boil eggs, because I boil a bunch of eggs at one time. And so I watched a video and I boil about 10 eggs, 12 eggs. Sometimes my nephew is here eating on my eggs because he discovered that he was telling me about an old home remedy to not a remedy, the whole he was telling me about how you can boil eggs with some baking soda or baking powder in there, and it helps the shell come off the egg easy. But he discovered that my process is even better than that. I mean, it just a whole. So, anyway, I'm as you can see, I'm fascinated with it. So I like to boil my eggs in an instant pot, and I put them in a refrigerator when they cooled off and ready to go. And I'll just grab one and crack it open, and I'll do whatever I do with it, and then enjoy a nice egg. Number three, nuts. I like nuts. Nuts are a nice, healthy fat. And I like nuts in my salad. I like nuts in yogurt. I like nuts as a snack. I usually weigh my nuts. I might do about 1 ounce or 2 ounces of nuts. I'll break it up and do nuts, mostly almonds, because I really do like almonds. So I'll pop one or two almonds when I'm ready to grab something else we're not supposed to be eating. So this is one of the wonderful sustainable foods that I like eating. It's also great for helping us fight against the cancer. So that's number three. Number two is yogurt. I absolutely love yogurt. Now, protein is good for us, right? So we all know protein is good. Protein is good to help with healing our bodies, help with our immune system. So, and it also helps with our healthy bones. So again, like I was telling you, that we have to make sure that we have some dairy in our diets when we after coming out of the cancer, the chemo and being cancer free, and coming out of radiation being cancer free. You want to make sure you have something in your diet to help fight against those that medicine that that is not so good on your bones. So I do like yogurt. I will buy a little small serving of yogurt. Faye is one of my favorite yogurts. I'll just buy it just plain, nothing in it, because I want to control my sugar. So I will buy just a plain, nothing in it, and I will mix it up. Again, I learned this from the same YouTube channel I learned how to make my boiled eggs from. I learned how to make yogurt in my instant pot, and as well as I learned how to boil eggs in my instant pot. I will put her YouTube channel below so you can go check her channel out, because she's fabulous. I absolutely, I think she's great. So will take my yogurt and I'll mix it in, and I will let it incubate overnight for 8 hours, and then the next morning I have a nice big thing of yogurt that will last me for um, maybe about a week, because if that, it may be less than that. As a matter of fact, I think I'm due for some yogurt right now. I got to go pick up some tomorrow. But I'll mix that yogurt up, and when it's done in the morning, I'll put it in a nice bowl, and I'll just dig in there and get my yogurt out, and I'll put some granola in there. Now you got to be careful with your granola, is because that's a part of your 30 grams of carbs for the day. So you want to make sure you watch it. You want to make right choices when you're talking about getting your carbs in for the day. You want the healthy carbs. So you don't want those empty carbs after you eat, you still feel empty. You want to go snack on something else. So I just put enough in there because I like to get that crunch. Like, I like to have a little crunch in my yogurt. So I will put just a little bit of granola in there in my yogurt with some blueberries, with some walnuts. I like walnuts. I don't do almonds so much in my yogurt. I mostly like walnuts. I'll chop them up a little bit because I don't want it too big, trying to bite a big piece of walnut. So I'll chop up my walnuts and put it over in my yogurt. And I will put it in the refrigerator for just a few minutes. So only just maybe about 10 minutes, because I like the oats from the granola to get heavy from the wonderful yogurt, the dairy. The yogurts get nice and full of the oats. The oats get nice and full of the yogurt, and it's so good, and it's wonderful. It's like, I mean, I know everybody loves overnight oats. Mostly everybody. Well, I know I do. My sister loves it. She just made some about 3 or 4 days ago. So overnight oats is delicious. So it kind of reminds you of the overnight oats. So I'll put it in the refrigerator. And another reason I like yogurt most of the time is in the morning, is because when I take medicine, I have to take medicine in the morning, and it doesn't require taking it on an empty stomach, because you need something on your stomach, because it can irritate your stomach. So I usually like to have some yogurt on my stomach so I can take the medicine without having too much irritation. So I absolutely like yogurt for so many reasons. Yogurt can be a sour cream replacement. You can put it on your potatoes. You can mix it in your bulgur wheat. It's very good. Or you can just eat it by itself. If I eat it by itself, I just put like a little hint of honey and mix it up, and I'll just eat it by itself, just so I can just get something down on my stomach to prepare for the medicine that I'm taking. So I absolutely love yogurt in the morning with for taking medicine. So it's absolutely fabulous. And so salmon is number one on my list for the top 5 sustainable foods in my diet. Salmon is excellent because of the omega 3s in salmon. The omega 3s help with hormonal balance. And the salmon also helps with our immune system. It's good for our heart health. It's also, again, I love this part, that it fights estrogen. It's an anti-estrogen. It also helps with inflammation. It's an anti-inflammation. So what do I hear when I hear that? Less pain. So at the top of my list is salmon. Number one, sustainable foods that I eat. Number one is salmon. In there, and I have some blueberries in there, and I have a balsamic vinaigrette. Oh, it'd be so good with some sprinkled onions. Crunch. Hey, I love the crunch. So I like salmon as my number one sustainable foods that I eat. So please, if you would like to hear more, I ask you to please leave like what you want to talk about, what you would like to hear about. I would put some pictures of some of these things that I just talked about, as well as you'll see them over here, over there. I'll have them up for you to check out. And this was just today. I just grabbed a picture so I can share with you my salmon, my yogurt. my eggs. My so I will share that with you so you can see it. And how I eat is I will eat about 15 ounces of protein a day with about 30 grams, maybe a little bit more of carbs a day with a little butter, a little bit of oil with my meals to help with this feeling full. So that's how I eat. And I would like to know how you're eating, and I would like for you to share with me, what do you want to hear? What do you want to talk about? Because my next podcast is going to be me talking to my son about our relationship and how it changed when I got diagnosed with cancer. So I want to talk. I want to talk to him about our relationship, and I want to share that with you because it definitely has changed. So if you like what you hear, please hit that subscribe button below, that like button, and that bell notification button, and it will let you know the next time I have a new podcast. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, oh, you know what? I'm getting ready to go without saying the most important thing. Everybody already know it. Early detection is the best detection. So get your annual mammograms done. If you're late, call and schedule that screening. If you already did it, put it on your calendar for the following year. So until next time, ladies, enjoy a cup of tea. And this is, what is this tea? This is Earl Grey, lavender Earl Grey tea. Absolutely love it. Until next time.